Well, good day, fam. Pastor Jamal here. Let me put my glove on, y'all. Circulation, cold. Got the hat on, everything. Anyway, so I heard a message just a minute ago, actually, and the scripture that was used, or I say one of the scriptures that was used, really, I had to go back and read it myself, and it's Matthew. I think it's Matthew 11, verse 6. And it basically says, "Blessed is he who does not stumble on account of me." Blessed is he who does not stumble on account of me. And this is Jesus talking. And I was just really struck because, me and LaShondra had a conversation this morning, and it was really serious, man. It was really heartfelt, some desires, some fears, some, potential worries at times. And sometimes you got to sift through the rubble, to get through to a firm place. So hearing this scripture really, really brought some things home. And that's why I wanted to share it. So blessed is he who doesn't stumble on account of me. What is it that Jesus is saying? There are some interpretations that's saying, believing on him, blessed is he who believes that, Jesus is the Messiah and all that. But no, that's not it. I just thank God for revelation, man, because it literally makes the difference in the moments where you need it most. So blessed is he who doesn't stumble on account of me. We are all waiting on something. We are all looking for God to do something. We believe and we know that we have to have faith. We believe and we know that we have to trust God. But it sometimes is very difficult in certain patches, certain seasons, certain circumstances. But nonetheless, or nevertheless, we have to stand in that place. So what is Jesus showing us or telling us in that short little scripture? He's saying this: blessed is the one who doesn't stumble, who doesn't fall on account of trusting Christ to deliver. And when we mean to deliver, we're not talking about being saved from hell. We're talking about everyday impending dangers, or, every season. Some of us are going through actual seasons of what feels like impending danger, and there's no evidence that we're coming out of it. So what happens is when the heart is, deferred, then it gets sick. It grows weary. There are a lot of people who are now claiming to be atheists, claiming to be, people who don't believe in God, mainly because that scripture was pointing to them. And I'm not judging it because I completely understand it, but you've got to be able to stand because God told you something. He said, if you stand, even though you don't see me, blessed are you. And not blessed when you go to heaven, but no, you're going to be blessed eventually as you walk this thing out with God. God is right here holding your hand. He's right here. I remember I had it was a song that I was writing, and I was writing it, man, and I was trying to record it, and I came to and I think I said this before, but I came to the part of the chorus, and I was like, man, I was singing the chorus, but I was hearing the chorus, and I was hearing, and the whole picture was there was this big old mountain or this big old demon, that was standing right before my eyes. I mean, he was towering over me, and he just felt so huge, and then all of a sudden, right behind him was God. And God was mountains and mountains bigger than he was. So God was, just saying that I'm in the room too. No matter where you think you are, and no matter how this thing feels right now, I'm here too. But I need you to walk it out with me. I need you to trust me enough to keep on going. And what going looks like, when you're moving, when you're keeping on going, it just means that when you're shaking, when you're fearful, when you're worried a little bit, just take your eyes off of the worry and place them somewhere else. I know we've all had experiences where God has delivered us. God has showed us that he's there. You know, we have to reposition our focus to see that kind of stuff, you know, but blessed is he who doesn't stumble on his account. So Jesus is letting us know there are going to be a lot of times when you're believing and you're trusting in something and there's no evidence that is happening. There's no rational explanation for you to keep believing this foolishness. But he says, no, you keep believing and you keep trusting, and all of a sudden that exit door is going to be right there. That entry, that exit and that entry, you're exiting this hard valley and you're entering into a place of rest. You know, and eventually you'll have another exit and an entry that you have to go into. But you're walking with Jesus, you're walking with God anyway. You keep going, you keep trusting, you keep believing. Pastor Jamal, Rising Ground Church. I'll talk to you. Peace.